God's not listening. There's no worship here, no praise of thanks, no duas before our undressing, only gluttony. My voice always sounds haram, my flesh a slothful frustration always left too drained to hear Fajr calling. I never listened to him, so he does not listen to me when this body is all I'm willing to give. Hi, I'm Tanicia Pratt. I am a poet and I am tired of bios. My process when it comes to figuring out a theme or medium, it varies. Either I'm inspired by the poetry, and in reading the poetry, certain um, keywords might come up to me, and then from there I know which medium I'm using, whether it's film or performance or sound or an object, or combining them together. And then the other process that happens sometimes is I'll have a concept for what it is I want to say, but I haven't figured out what exactly the poem is, but I can see the project taking shape. Most of the times when I write, it's through a feeling, it's through an emotion or a thought carrying me somewhere, whether the thought was something in the past or it's a thought that I'm dealing with now. The more that I've prayed, and not just pray as in routine, I must get up, it's this time in the morning, let me say a prayer and go. Like, the more that I've been genuinely in tune with connecting with God, I started to see and experience life differently. I started to actually see what manifestation looked like in real life and how that influenced my writing. And I also felt more tapped into poetry that I couldn't help but, I like to say, co-write co-write with the universe, co-write with the ancestors. And for me, I think that leaning more into researching my ancestry, my family history, and really digging my toes in and pouring my heart out in prayer and having those conversations, that I started to hear more clearly what I was about to write and what I needed to write. And writing started to feel more like a necessity than just a hobby or something that I just love doing. It felt like a message. So when you lean into just the naturalistic style of storytelling, you can't help but to see those familiar faces. Or when you're coming up with a name of a character, you can't help but to say Shanae or Shavante, because these are the names that you often hear. The traditions, especially when your work or your stories or your writing is focusing or retelling those experiences that you've had in daily life. So for me, I want to work on trying less and just being more, and allowing that being to showcase itself in the writing and to showcase what my heritage and where I come from, so that I don't have to tell people I am Bahamian. It's through like those tiny nuggets, those tiny moments. They say, she's eating Johnny bread, she must be Bahamian. My expectation is never to like oh yeah, when I write this thing, I want people to get up on their feet, or I want them to scream, or I want them to shout. That's never been my intention. I think my only intention is just to share and connect with people. I I really enjoy I really enjoy writing and someone saying that person, that character that you had really reminds me of someone I know, or so I like that human connection because it reminds me that I'm not alone. My name is Tanicia Pratt, and I am a sacred creative.